We're reacting to the sidemen, reacting to the 5 most badass people of all time. Let's go.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
KSI, and I'm here with Simon, Toby, and Ethan. And today we are reacting to 5 most badass people of all time.
I'm excited.
Hopefully I should be in there.
Jeez. Yeah, because you can beat up a horse.
Yeah.
I can't believe Freezy said the same thing.
Bro, a Don stepped on my toe, bro. It smoked me, you lot. It
What?
smoked me. With it. Nah, you lot are such idiots, bro. The Don is 100% muscle, bro. It smoked me.
You let it smoke you. If I was
No,
there,
no,
bro,
no,
I would have protected you. Alright? It wouldn't have clotted your toe, trust.
Nah, listen, fam.
JJ would have just hit it with the left hook, and Horsey would have been acting right, yeah?
Don run past me and clotted me up. It's a wrap.
Well, maybe there'll be a horse in.
Look at my toe. It's
Ah!
still black.
Please don't tell me you're holding it up to the camera.
I did, yes.
Show me them toes!
Hugh Glass was a 19th century
Oh, wow.
American frontiersman.
Bet he had a huge ass.
His name is Hugh
We've all been that guy. You know, we've all put that in the group chat and gotten absolute silence in return, right?
Yeah, no,
Poor
he had a
Bess.
huge ass.
Why? Why would he have a huge ass?
It's just,
Why would he have why would you think about his...
it just doesn't...
Wait, why would he have a big ass, Ethan? Why would he... I don't get it. Like, why would he have a...
I'm only laughing because he's laughing. Huge glass. Take the L out. What he got? Huge.
Huge gas.
ass.
He's just a big window.
I'm just gonna continue playing.
The American frontiersman,
I
famous
love
for
Ethan.
exploring the watershed of the upper Missouri River. What gained him the status of a national hero is an endeavor he made as a fur trapper in 1823, when he famously survived a brutal bear attack. While scouting for food along the Grand River in 1823, Hugh Glass ran into an enraged grizzly bear mother, who attacked him to defend her 2
they
cubs.
look so cute.
Unable to reach his rifle as they wrestled on the ground.
They look so cute. Cut to a mauling.
Glass was able to escape from her death grip and stab her with his knife while she shredded his face, chest, arm, and back with her claws. His wounds were so gruesome that his fellow trappers simply placed a bear hide over him as a funeral shroud
Oh,
and left him
crap.
for dead so they could get out of the hostile territory and away from the
Mad.
Native Americans who had recently killed half of their crew.
What?
With pretty much anyone else, the whole horrendous story would have ended there, but not Hugh Glass. When Glass eventually regained consciousness,
Whoa, and he looked exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio? That's crazy. What are the chances he looks exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio, too, on top of all this? That's
he
nuts.
set his own leg, wrapped himself in his bear hide shroud, and started crawling along the banks of the Cheyenne River during the insane.
Isn't this similar to that Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Bro, it
Yeah,
is the
Hugh
Leonardo DiCaprio. It is Leonardo
That's
DiCaprio.
copied Leonardo DiCaprio.
I can't believe
Dude, what the hell? Why'd they rip off Leo's movie?
Crazy, bro.
Ah, man. Hugh Glass, man. Be original.
Yeah,
And
copycat.
Leo ain't got an Oscar. This is a fucking joke.
He has one now.
Yeah, he
What
has.
does he?
Crawling along the banks of the Cheyenne River during the insane trek across country that followed. He prevented gangrene from infecting his wounded back by lying on a rotting log and allowing maggots to eat his dead flesh. He sustained himself by killing and eating rattlesnakes and crawled overland for 6 weeks until he reached civilization, which was baffled and impressed to see him alive.
Jeez.
Bro.
Julian Cohen
No, that's
is a
actually
German
fine.
zoologist.
Yeah, that deserves a pause. I think that is the biggest mental fortitude I've ever heard of in any human being ever. Talk about a will to live. Holy
And
crap.
that's actually mad, man.
That's insane.
Bro, it's nuts. It's nuts. Like crazy, bro.
Like, we couldn't do one of those things.
What, you wouldn't have a maggot eat your flesh?
JJ, shut up.
What are you gonna What, would you?
I mean, I'll let it have a little nibble.
Okay, you're
A
fucking
little
idiot.
nibble?
Little idiot balling you.
I'm not having it, bro. You're not beating up a horse, and you're not.
Think about it too, like you're crawling, you're like dragging yourself along a riverbank, which is rocks. So my man is like scraping himself for 6 weeks as he's dragging himself along the coast.
Julian Cohen is a German zoologist, and even though she's made contributions in her field, she's more famous for being a plane crash survivor. In the early 70s, at the age of 17, Julian was on a flight from Lima to Pucallpa with her mother when the plane was struck by lightning. Julian was the sole survivor of the plane crash, which fell a total of 2 miles from the sky. She was strapped to her seat and landed in a rainforest with injuries of a concussion, broken collarbone, a gash to her right arm, and her right eye swollen shut. The sweets she found while checking for survivors ended up being her only food. She followed a small stream, expecting it to lead her to civilization. After 9
In the jungle?
sleep-deprived days spent in knee-high water with an empty stomach, Coep finally came across a boat belonging to lumbermen who tended to her wounds and eventually got her to safety.
These are mad.
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's badass. That's so badass, and it feels weird to say this, but let's be honest, if we're power ranking them, if that doesn't even sniff the jockstrap of huge ass, it doesn't even come close. Like, that's badass as hell, but nowhere near Huge Glass, right?
2 miles.
And survived. And then still had to find civilization.
9 days.
I can barely survive running 2 miles.
Man, the sex after it must have been amazing.
What? What?
Your mind isn't normal.
What's wrong with that? Like,
You're actually
I'm
tough,
sure,
you're tough.
I'm sure she still wants to have a good time.
She was underage, JJ. What are you...
You're so tapped,
But
bro.
I want to know why your mind goes there.
Simo Hauha was a Finnish
from
farmer
a
and
Simon.
hunter living on the present-day border between Finland and Russia, who joined the Finnish militia at the early age of 20.
Oh,
This
Finland?
seemingly average young man turned into a legendary sniper.
Boy, you don't fuck with the Finns. One life lesson for you guys, if you ever become a major figure in geopolitics, do not fuck with the Finns. Just don't do it. It never ends well. Don't fuck with the Finns, guys. Never.
Death. Hauha was a remarkable shot who broke all known records. During a 100-day period, he managed to kill 500 soldiers of the Red Army,
Bruh.
reaching a remarkable number of
Mad.
5 successful
Bro, he
hits
was
per
elite.
day.
I watched
Yeah,
the
but
video.
the sex
during the
after
very-
that must have been
Oh, bro, no, you're right.
Well, I mean, it
He's
wasn't.
just, his sperm just like snipes ovaries, bro. He's got a kill count. It's ridiculous. He kills people and then his sperm impregnates people. It's crazy.
Like, he's there like, yo, I've killed 500 men. Come get this dick.
From headshots to backshots.
Hauha operated during the very few daily hours of sunlight
Hey, Jesse.
in white camouflage in temperatures between -40 and -20 degrees Celsius. The Soviets put his murder...
That's
Negative
insane.
40.
He's elite, bro.
How do you
You can't keep your
survive?
hands still. You can't keep your hands still and get that
Guys.
shot.
Bro, they're just
The
fucking...
Finns are built different. Never invade Finland. Like I'm telling you, never invade Finland. You can take over the whole rest of the world. Do not touch Finland. I'm saying that. Like, I'm not biased. I have no Finnish ancestry whatsoever. I took a DNA test from Ancestry.com or whatever. Nothing in Finland. Don't fuck with the Finns. It just never goes well. Never.
No, he's frozen still.
Never.
Yeah, he's barely moving his fingers
He just
to
has
pull
to
the
hope
trigger.
that they walk in front of the gun at this point.
Yeah, exactly. He's just aimed at one spot all day.
He's just camping.
People just keep
Spawn
going.
camper, spawn camper.
They go to get a body.
Oh, boys, I'm not saying the Finn aren't nice. This is not saying you can be badass and nice. I feel like in my life, the most badass people I know are also the nicest. I'm not saying the Finns aren't nice. I'm just saying I would never invade Finland. Ever. ever. Bad idea.
With counter snipers and artillery strikes, but
Sheesh.
failed repeatedly. In March 1940, Hauha was finally hit. An explosive bullet hit him in the lower left jaw and took off half of his face. Still, Hauha didn't die. Remarkably, he
Jeez.
pulled through and lived to see the end of the fighting. Even though the bullet had crushed his jaw and blew off his left cheek, Hauha managed to make a full recovery.
That's awesome.
He's G'd up.
I'm so glad he made it.
is a 17-time
Bruh, hold up. My man said that so easily, like it was nothing.
What?
Try
Shavash Karapetyan.
Shavash Karapetyan.
Go on, JJ.
Go and say it, Jid.
Shavaresh Kapapama,
Shavash Karapetyan is a 17-time world champion Soviet Armenian fin swimmer. Although a prominent name in the
Very
obscure
niche.
A what? Yeah, a what? What's the activity?
Armenian fin swimmer.
What?
Karapetyan is a 17-time world champion Soviet Armenian fin swimmer.
I've never heard so many adjectives describe a sport. Hold on.
Karapetyan is a 17-time world champion Soviet Armenian Finn swimmer.
Soviet Armenian Finn swimmer. Okay.
Although a prominent name in the
Very
obscure
niche.
underwater
Yeah.
sport, Karapetyan is actually best known for the incident which made him retire. In 1976, while training with his brother alongside a
mermaid.
lake, Karapetyan witnessed a trolleybus crash with 92 passengers inside. The trolleybus fell from a dam wall and splashed at the bottom of a 10-meter deep reservoir. Karapetyan ran to the rescue and single-handedly rescued 20 people from the sinking
Jeez.
bus. Karapetyan managed to break into the trolleybus and, with barely any visibility and very little time, pull 20 passengers up to
That's
safety.
elite.
Unfortunately, the combined effect of cold water and the multiple wounds he received led to him falling into a 45-day coma. He awoke a hero, but never managed to recover completely. His heroics sadly ended his career, but saved many lives.
Jeez.
What?
Karapetyan
That's
repeated
so sad, man. He saved 20 people.
his heroism
He gave him his career to save 20 people, but 70 people still died? That's so sad. Could you guys imagine being him and you can't see but you know there's so many people down there? And you just like you're scrambling around in the dark, underwater, you can't breathe, and you're just like pulling people, and you probably could feel other people literally dying and he couldn't. Fuck, man. What a hero. That's haunting, dude. That's gotta be so haunting.
10 years later, when he rescued people trapped in a burning building.
What?
Repeated his heroism 10 years later when he rescued people trapped in a burning building.
What?
Wait, hold on. I thought my mom was in a coma. And
Yeah, for
For
45,
45
days.
days. 45 days.
And then 10 years later, he's gone from water
Save
to
people
fire.
from fire.
10 years
Okay,
later,
bro.
and he's dealing
Jeez.
with
He's a
grass.
real life superhero, bro.
He really is.
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you do
Earth,
with
Wind,
grass?
and Fire.
trapped in a burning building, which made him become a household name.
Alright, now think of the sex he's having.
Okay.
Like, yo, he never needs to go on top. She's always on top of him, doing all the work. Hey, what? You saved over 20 plus people?
See, if you had said something like, "Oh, he could go down, doesn't need to go like even come up for a breath," then that I would have like,
That
okay,
would
yeah,
all- yeah.
That
made a bit more sense
You
to
see,
it,
but I
yeah.
don't have that brain. I'm not that smart. alright?
No, you're just thinking about him fucking
I'm
his
more
wife, bro.
of-
That's all you're thinking about. Like, that's literally all you're thinking about.
Dude, I'm just like crying because I'm imagining all the people who died in the train, and JJ's like, JJ down bad. JJ just like, it's not even November. What's going on? I'm like crying, and JJ's just like got an erection.
Oh, wait. No, let me try again. Imagine, like, during sex, he's there, like, yo, let me go down on you, and I don't need to come
How
up.
long?
Simon gave you the blueprint and you fucked it.
Bro,
He gave you the roadmap.
When you found Ghost Riders but still fuck it up.
yeah, bro, why are you still? And like, his wife says like,
Well,
Go to horny
bad at
jail.
Explaining things. So,
JJ, go to
right,
horny
let me
jail.
try again. All right, so he's down on this woman, and
You're down,
oh, you're down bad. You're down
just
bad.
fucking play, man.
Former member of the United States Army Special Forces, who was awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions in Vietnam. He is best known for surviving the impossible. He went to save his comrades who were outnumbered. The helicopter couldn't land because of the intense small arms fire. So he jumped from the hovering helicopter around 30 to 50 feet in the
Jeez.
air. He then had to run 70
Guys, 30 to 50 feet in the air? Isn't that like 4 stories? Like, I'm not an idiot, right? That's 4 stories, you right?
5 meters to his comrades, where he was shot in the leg, face, and head on the way.
Oh,
Once he
no.
got there, he started rescuing his squad
Wait,
mates.
hold on.
How?
So-
What?
I feel like
Bro, man
I
can't-
feel like they emphasized the 75-meter part too much.
Man got shot in the head, bro, and proceeded to rescue his
Just
dog.
continues, like,
How's it-
yeah,
yeah,
I got
how-
a bullet in my head, but
How's he rescuing people when he got shot in the leg? How does he move?
we're moving.
Bro, he's a Terminator. This guy was sent back in time or something. This is insane.
John
I
got
twisted
shot in
my
the
ankle.
head.
Are you okay?
How can
I
he
got
even
shot in
move?
the face. And this is after jumping 30 to 50 feet.
from a helicopter.
Alright, so imagine like he's with his wife and like he jumps like from like the bed and he lands in her, bro. Like,
Oh, man.
Imagine he hits the money shot and he's like, yeah, that's where I was shot too.
This kid is finished.
But it wasn't with a splooge.
And while he was doing so, got shot in the gut and took a grenade to the back.
What the hell?
After this, he was miraculously still mobile and still going.
Wait.
After he
So he's shot in the face,
Bro,
leg.
this guy had to eat the god apple. That's the only plausible explanation. He ate the god apple. I don't know what happened. He grabbed the Super Smash Hammer. I don't know what the hell happened. What the hell? Hey, take care, daddy.
Knee, gut, and a grenade to the back.
I feel like he's sustained damage to more parts of his body than he hasn't at this point.
And he's still charging about.
He got the stim shot.
He took out invincibility.
Stim shot.
He took a stim shot. Oh my god.
He's moving like Iron Man.
Spam Del 2, Spam Del 2.
Ethan had a horse step on his toe and he can't move.
This dog got shot in the head and took a grenade to the back, bro.
Fuck!
Horses are more deadly than 5 bullets in a grenade.
I still think you win, JJ.
Yeah, man. Bring that horse, man.
previously jumped crashed, so he went and rescued the wounded pilot from the wreckage and proceeded to call the air.
What?
Wait, wheel it.
Oh my god.
Someone's just made this up, surely,
Yeah,
bro.
This is something. Yeah.
Do you reckon like he was the only survivor and he went back and just went, oh yeah, I did all this.
Yeah, legit. Bro, he's moving like Soldier Boy.
Bro.
Legit, yeah, I went in and shot 10 of these motherfuckers, and then obviously I got shot in the face 100 times, but still survived. So then I went and saved the people that I shot.
Oh, bro. Alright, run it back. Let's hear it again.
Roy then found out the helicopter he previously jumped from had crashed, so he went and rescued the wounded pilot from the wreckage and proceeded to call in airstrikes and call for another rescue attempt. He was shot in the thigh a couple more times, and on his trip to the
What?
backup rescue chopper, he was beaten and stabbed by an enemy, who was then killed in hand-to-hand combat.
Oh my god, he's so manly.
I don't believe it.
Every time I'm like, this can't get any crazier. It just keeps going. It just keeps going.
So he's got 19 shots in him, and then he's beaten someone up.
A grenade to the back, and then
Jump
he's
from a
been
helicopter.
stabbed, and then he's beating him in hand-to-hand combat.
This dude had plot armor. What the hell? This is like some shonen shit, man. This is like some shonen shit. Like, if anyone tells you that the scenes in shonen don't make any sense, show them this story. This is like, what the hell? This is like Naruto or something, bro. What the hell?
Oh
This is actually like, I mean,
Yeah, anime protagonist, 100%.
I assume it is 100% true. It's just, it's just mad.
How?
Hey,
Is
yo.
it 100%
Dude, this man had to look like Swiss cheese. He got shot so much. How is it even possible?
true?
How has this not been a movie?
This is definitely the most badass.
I bet it's not a movie because everyone's like, there's no way we can write this movie. Like, no one will believe this. There's no way. Like, there's no way you could write this movie. Like, if I saw this movie, I'd be like, ugh. When they got about a quarter of the way through the story, I would have, like, left the theater because it was too unbelievable, right? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, without a doubt.
Oh my god.
Stabbed by an enemy, who he then killed in hand-to-hand combat. Once he finally made it back to the chopper, he then allowed his comrades to pull him in. When they arrived back to the base,
Allowed
he was
them to.
pronounced
Allowed
dead
them,
and
he
put
let
into
them.
a body bag.
Wait.
So he died?
But he died.
He got a
Once he
medal.
finally made it back to the chopper, he then allowed his comrades to pull him in. When they arrived back to the base, he was pronounced dead and put into a body bag. As they were zipping up the body bag, he had only the strength to spit to let them know he was still alive.
Oh my
He
God.
survived.
Wait, so he was dead?
So he died, but he
was
beat
dead.
death. He went to death and beat. He went to heaven and beat death.
This
in
guy is
hand.
Kratos or something. What the hell? This guy is Kratos. I can't even understand this. This is insane.
To hand combat.
This is too unrealistic for shonen anime. This is too unrealistic for Naruto, for One Piece, for Dragon Ball Z, which literally have people come back to life, like in Dragon Ball Z, right? Like, that's a main thing that happens. This is too unrealistic of a storyline for any of those. This is insane.
Fucking Death had his scythe, and he's still fucking
1v1
lost.
the Grim Reaper in the gulag.
This to let them know he was still alive. He survived these wounds and received the Medal of Honor.
That's all he
I'm
got.
not fucking shocked,
Bro.
bro. They should make his own medal, bro.
Nah, man, a statue or something. Bro.
Yeah, that should be the medal. It should be the Benavides medal or something from now on. Yeah.
Like, what the hell? He does all of that and just gets a fucking medal.
That medal better be worth like at least 10 mil.
a year.
Minimum.
A year. A
Just keep
year.
going. And going. Like,
Shot in the head, and then a grenade to the back, and then
And at that point, I was like, "That's unrealistic," and it went on for like 90% more.
the helicopter crashed, so he went and saved the pilot. Then he got stabbed.
Then he
Then
killed
he
the guy
died.
who stabbed him.
In hand-to-hand combat.
Then he beat Death and came back alive and fought some more.
Fucking hell, bro. Alright, fair play,
Sheesh.
man, like Benavides,
Oh, that's
bro.
amazing. That's incredible.
Man,
Jesus.
like,
That was insane, boys. That was nuts. That video made me cry, and what the hell? Ah.